Going to consider how to draft out our senator wear, how to draft out and cut this senator wear. And the cutting we are talking about is cutting of senator wear with back ruler, inside back ruler. How to draft and cut this senator. This is the front of this senator, and this is the back with the back ruler, and this is the sleeve, and this is the back piece. Please, I would like you to sit back and watch as we carry out this tutorial. Thank you very much for watching. And before we start, we have to understand this, our fabric, and we also have to know our measurement. Our measurement is, the length is 33, the shoulder is 19, and the sleeve length is 10.5 or 10.5. The chest is 45, the round sleeve is 13.5 or 13.5. So having known our measurement, we now start with the cutting. We will cut this senator putting our back ruler. For the sake of putting this back ruler, what we have to do first is to cut the front side of our senator. After cutting the front side of our senator, we use it to draft out the back of the senator. Let us start with the drafting of the front of our senator. You take this one this way. So we take this way and we bring this closer. The next thing we do, we fold this. Now, before you start cutting any senator, you have to know the front of the fabric and the back of the fabric. This is the front, the back of this fabric, and this is the front of the fabric. So that's one thing you need to understand before start cutting any fabric. We are cutting with the back of the fabric. So the first thing we know is the length of our senator, which is 33. This 33, yeah. We carry this front, and we also put 33. We add 5-inch allowance. 5-inch allowance. So we join this with our ruler. Remember so the next thing we are going to consider is the shoulder. The shoulder is 19.5. 19.5, if you divide by 2, it will give us 9.5. So we add 1/2-inch seam allowance, which will make it 10. We bring the 10 down and also mark using our ruler to join, to give a joining on it, a straight line. So the next thing we are going to do now is that we will measure out the chest. The chest is 45. We divide 45 by 4. 45 divided by 4 will give us 11.5, which is here. You mark your 11.5. You add 1 inch both seam and trimming allowance. Both seam and trimming allowance. We now determine the middle point of, or the stomach area of this senator. That we divide it by 2, it will give us 16.5. It will give us 16.5. 16.5. We add 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches to it. It will give us 18. It will give us 18. Let me mark with this ruler. Give us 18. So we measure for the chest, the stomach, pardon. The stomach, we make it 44, but all divided by 4 will give us 11. 11, we add 1 inch both seam and trimming allowance. So the next thing we are going to do is that we measure the hip area. The hip area we make it 36, 46, pardon, 46. We mark here, which is 11 3/4. We add 1 inch. So we join this. We join this to this. We also join this to this. So we give a curve for our the armhole. The armhole. Then for the sleeve, the shoulder area, we mark 2 inches. The slanting of the shoulder. So we are going to check the neck. We make the neck 3 1/4, which is 3.25. 3.25. I have a video of how to read your tape. You go there, you will understand how we read this tape. So this is it. We now mark the depthness. Oh, pardon me. Let's cut it first. Let's cut first. Just finished cutting the front side of this Senator. We will now draft out the back of the Senator. This is the back of the Senator. Remember I said that we will put ruler, inside ruler on our Senator. Inside ruler on our Senator. We make our ruler 1.5, which is 1.5. This is 1.5 here. This is 1.5. You take here 1.5. The whole of it is 1.5. So the next thing we are going to do is to trace it out with the front. We are tracing out with the front. Done with the tracing out. The next thing we are going to do is that we are going to draft out the sleeve. The sleeve. We are using our sleeve length for this. We're going to draft out the sleeve. Remember our sleeve length is 10.5 or 10.5. Our sleeve length is 10.5 or 10.5. Pardon me to check something. Before cutting our sleeve, I have to draft out the back piece first. The back piece. The back piece of our Senator. I have to draft it out first. So let me bring it out. Bring out the back piece first for the door. The back piece first. The back piece is out. next thing is the sleeve length. Remember I said our round sleeve is 13. So our round sleeve is 13, while the sleeve length is 10 and a half. We make it 11, half inch seam allowance. We add 3 inches for the folding. So the next thing is that we are going to give a curve. Remember I said that our sleeve, the round sleeve is 13.5. We add 1 inch both trimming and seam allowance. We are going to draft it out. To do is that we deepen the front of this our senator, the front area, and also you need to understand that the front and the back does not need to be equal. So we are going to deepen the front of our senator, the depthness of the neck of the senator. We deepen the depthness. So and also of course the front of the senator have to be smaller in length than the back of the senator, at least by 2 inches gap. 2 inches gap. Yeah, deepen this a little bit again. Meanwhile, the neck of this senator, the neck is 17 inches, but we are going to consider that of the measurement of the neck while sewing it. So this is all about the drafting of the senator wear. This is all about the drafting of the senator wear. This is the sleeve, this is the back piece, and this is the ruler, the back ruler I'm talking about. So thank you very much for watching, and please I would like you to subscribe to my channel if you have not yet done that, and also like this video so that it will get to more people. Thank you very much for watching.